Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mars and today we're going to be playing with a Guzzlord Celesteela team. So the person who built this team is by the name of Gilgamesh. Excuse me if I am pronouncing the name wrong. But they were able to get top 16 at the recently Victory Road Challenge, which a lot of good players were in the tournament. So yeah, they were actually able to get top 16, which is pretty impressive, especially because Guzzlord is not the type of Pokemon you would consider to see a lot in competitive. But as they kind of talked about it in the team report, which I will leave in the description below, by the way, since there is like a lot of Metagross teams going around, they kind of thought that Guzzlord would be like definitely a pretty good option for that too. So we do have the Guzzlord here with the weakness policy. We got the Celesteela with the Misty Seed, Life Orb Tapu Fini too, which is pretty interesting. Not really too common seeing Life Orb. They're usually always like Citrus Berry or Wiki Berry. Another interesting one as well is the Amoonguss with the Expert Belt. You have the Incineroar as well, and then the Dusclops too as well for the with Brick Break, of course, just so we could activate the weakness policy on the Guzzlord. So yeah, I'm gonna play a couple of matches with this team, kind of showcase a little bit, and yeah, I kind of wanted to try it out, to be honest. The Guzzlord definitely got my attention, and I'm also a pretty big fan of Celesteela, especially. So yeah, let's see if we can get a couple of matches here. All right, kind of ignore the rating there. But yeah, let's see if we can get a couple matches really quick. And yeah, and now again, I am going to leave the pace of the team as well, because they were nice enough to make the team report and the Victory Road website. So I am going to link that, put the link there in the description below as well. And yeah, well, it looks like we already found our first opponent too, by the name of George. Nice. Oh, we're actually about to pick our Pokemon. So look at my opponent's team right here. They do have the Incineroar, the Metagross, the Tapu Fini, Urshifu, the Tornadus, and the Dracopult. Okay. So, looking at the team, Guzzlord actually looks pretty good here. Guzzlord looks good. Yeah, Guzzlord actually looks very good. We could actually showcase Guzzlord in this matchup. Let's see. We do want the Dusclops here for sure. Now, I'm kind of torn between either leading Amoonguss or Incineroar. Incineroar is pretty good here, but the Amoonguss is also kind of nice too. Nice because we kind of need something for the Tapu Fini as well. I think I'm going to go for the Amoonguss here. Guzzlord in the back with Tapu Fini. Yeah. The Guzzlord does look very good here, especially since they might actually bring the Metagross as well. Maybe even the Dracopult too. So the Guzzlord definitely has some options to hit my opponent pretty strong with like Max Darkness. Even Max Ooze on the Tapu Fini would be really good too. Alright, looks like my opponent already picked their Pokemon. Gonna get right into the battle. Alright, looks like my opponent is leading with Tornadus and Incineroar. Okay. So that's a pretty good lead by my opponent, I'm not gonna lie. They could definitely put the pressure and the fake out here. Let's see, it is gonna be the Focus Sash and the Figgy Berry. Okay. Let's see. I'm kind of just I do want to go into Guzzlord here. I do feel like my opponent is going to go for a taunt with the Tornadus on the Dusclops. The Amoonguss is going to get faked out, so I mean, we could actually just go into Tapu Fini here. I mean, and then just protect here, not to take too much damage. And again, I don't really mind of the taunt here, since we're not the calm mindset. Yeah, there's the fake out onto the Amoonguss here. And yeah, there's the taunt, yeah. We definitely got this play pretty correctly here. Now my opponent, what they could do here, they actually probably go for the taunt into the Mungus as well. We could also see a parting shot too. I think I'm gonna go Muddy Water here. Don't really want to switch out a Mungus here. Actually gonna Sludge Bomb the Tornadus just in case. Okay, they do go for the Air Slash. Alright. Do a lot of damage to both of them. Oh, it was a crit on the Tornadus too. No wonder. No accuracy drop either. There's going to be the Flare Blitz as well. Alright, it is going to proc to a Berry, but that's alright. I think what we could do here is maybe bring out Guzzlord. I'm going to bring out Guzzlord and then switch right back into Dusclops here. I think it looks actually pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I'm gonna go for this play. More than likely my opponent might not go for the taunt on this slot. They'll probably just go for an Air Slash on the Tapu Fini. Ideally, they don't flinch us either with the Air Slash. And then we get like two knockouts here. That would be really good. My opponent is taking their time as well. Another play that they could do with the Tornadus was to switch out maybe into Tapu Fini, but it looks like it's not the case here. They actually do go just for Tailwind, okay. That's still very good for us. As a parting shot, okay. We're not going to get 2 knockouts here, but we are going to get some damage off to whatever's coming in. I assume maybe the Tapu Fini might come in here. Oh, it's actually the Metagross. That's actually fine. Gonna take some damage here. So hopefully we don't miss Muddy Water here. Looks like we didn't. Very nice. Alright. Decent. Okay damage on the Metagross. Tapu Fini's taunt wears off, which is nice. Let's see. I'm curious to what my opponent wants to do here now. They do have the Tailwind up. Oh, it's actually Urshifu. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So I feel like they actually might just go for the double up here. Onto the Dusclops, of course. So we could have Moonblast on the Urshifu, but I'm pretty certain it's probably I'm pretty certain it might just be Focus Sash here. Kind of want to keep Dusclops. I think I'm gonna really don't want to go for that play. I think I'm just gonna go for Trick Room. This is max defense, by the way, so oh, they actually just go for the Poison Jab. Okay. I'm okay with that too. Oh, and just Iron Head. Okay. All right, nice, and no flinch either. So the fact that my opponent showed Poison Jab, that might mean they have they're probably Choice Banded then. I think if I would have to guess. But we're gonna Dynamax here. Kinda do you want to go for the max darkness here on the Metagross? But they might just protect here. I wonder if max use is actually enough to KO the Urshifu here. Let's see. Gonna go for this. Okay, they're gonna switch out Urshifu, yeah. So that does tell us that it is choice band. I think what we could see here though, maybe it would be a protect. That would be the best case scenario, to be honest. My opponent does have the tail one up still too, so there's like no way they could actually underspeed the Guzzlord here. Let's see if my opponent maybe max guards or they're gonna Dynamax. Okay. Ooh, okay, so they don't max guard, which is a little unfortunate. I would have thought maybe they would have max guard here, or at least protect, but at least we'll get rid of this Incineroar now. Oh, actually not. Never mind. But it is in range of Nightshade though, so we're at least still pretty good. As I go for Steel Spike, that's completely fine with me. Yeah, as they're not doing a lot of damage here. And we do still have a lot of turns to work with here. Of Trick Room, of course. We're just going to do pretty simple. Max Darkness on the Metagross and a Nightshade on the Incineroar. Alright, no protects on both, which is really good for us actually. I'm curious to see if maybe this the Metagross might be Assault Vest, but I think it might have been the Incineroar. Since they did take that max use pretty comfortably at +2. I mean, granted, the max use is only like 90 base power anyways. There we go, we got the Beast Boost. The Guzzlord is at +4 now, which is pretty insane. It's pretty crazy that you could, in a good position, you could actually get like a +2 if you get a max ooze off and to get the knockout as well. Let's see, is Terrain actually over? Terrain is actually over, so we could actually just go for a Whirlwind here. And I guess a Nightshade just in case it was Focus Sash or something. Match is cancelled, so GG's to my opponent. They were playing very well. They were playing yeah, the first lead that they did really well kind of to deny the Trick Room. I think what they maybe might have messed up was not targeting the Dusclops when I went for Trick Room. I think like the play I thought they would have done would be Wicked Blow on the Dusclops and then maybe a Max Steel Spike on the Dusclops as well. But it wasn't the case, and it was more likely Choice Band as well, which is very interesting too. But yeah, we did get the first win with the team, which is pretty nice to show off too. Yeah, it's a really cool and very interesting team too. And essentially it does have like two modes. You could either go with the Guzzlord mode, or you could also go with the Celesteela as well. Granted, the Celesteela is not as powerful, of course, with the Guzzlord. It's not really too offensively, but it does help the matchup with last year, if I did read the team report correctly too. Alright, and as well, if you guys are enjoying the videos, feel free to leave a like or comment, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Definitely helps a lot and it goes a long way. Alright, so we did find our next opponent, Sisma. Okay, pretty interesting team. Looks like Sun, of course, with Torkoal and Didi, Venusaur, And then we have the Dusclops, the Glacier, and as well as the Moltres. Okay. So, as we do see the Glacier here, I'm kind of feel like I want to bring in Celesteela. Celesteela looks really good here. Even though my opponent does have the Torkoal, we do have the Misty Seed. At least with the Misty Seed, we're not going to be able to take too much damage from the Eruption. So, let's see. I do like Amoonguss. I also do like Incineroar here. I think Incineroar is actually really good, as well as Dusclops. I think I'm going to bring Celesteela and Tapu Fini as well here. We do need the Tapu Fini though, just in case my opponent does bring the Moltres. And if we do so happen to get Trick Room up, we do have the Ice Beam for the Venusaur as well. And it should do a lot of damage because we are Life Orb on the Tapu Fini. Alright, looks like it's going to be Indeedee Moltres. Okay. So I am actually pretty okay with this. Because what we could do is actually just like Snarl. Oh, it's actually Psychic Seed too. Interesting, interesting. We could Snarl here. We could also do a pivot. Let's see. It's going to be the Focus Sash on the Indeedee. Okay, interesting. I do want to double check to see if we do Underspeed. Oh, did we Underspeed? I think we did Underspeed. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What could we do? I kind of want to switch out into Tapu Fini here. That might sound a little crazy, but that's just so we could get rid of... just so Expanding Force doesn't do too much, I think. And then we'll attempt to Trick Room here. Because what I see my opponent doing here is Dynamaxing the Moltres and just going for an Expanding Force. Because Expanding Force plus Max Darkness might do a lot, but maybe if we get rid of the terrain, it's not going to do as much here. Actually, Moltres just protects. Okay, that's very interesting here. Okay, and then they just go for an Expanding Force. Perfect. Yeah, so we do get the Trick Room off too. Now, something that we could do though is we could actually just go for the Brick Break here onto the Indeedee, and we'll Moonblast on the Moltres. If the Indeedee likes to redirect here with Follow Me, we actually break the Sash with the Brick Break, and then maybe the Moonblast would be enough to get the knockout. I'm pretty sure it might be. Usually if they are running like Focus Sash and Indeedee, that might mean that they probably don't have that much bulk investment. So maybe a Life Orb Moonblast should be enough to pick up the KO. Right, as my opponent is taking a couple of minutes here. Alright, Moltres does switch out here. And to Venusaur, okay. That is completely fine with me. Okay, and then Indeedee does go for the Follow Me. Really nice, really nice. That's actually a decent amount of damage, that Brick Break. Alright, it was not actually enough to pick up the knockout. But I'm pretty sure the next Brick Break should be enough. Oh, I'm just gonna do the same play again. Just Brick Break, but I'm gonna Ice Beam on the Venusaur this time. Now, normally Venusaurs are pretty fast, so I'm not really too worried that it's going to underspeed us in Trick Room. And I do believe that this Tapu Fini does not have any speed investment as well. So yeah, we should be definitely okay here. If the Venusaur does choose to Dynamax here, that's completely fine with me as well. Oh, they actually just go for the Helping Hand, that's completely fine with me too. Alright, nice. We do get the knockout on the Indeedee, so that means no more getting rid of the Misty Terrain is basically here to stay. Nice. That did a decent amount of damage here. And they're just gonna go for... Oh, they went for Energy Ball, but into the Dust Claps, though. Okay. And it is gonna be the Life Orb Venusaur. Alright, let's see what else my opponent has here in the back. Looks like it is gonna be the Torkoal, though. Okay. Looks like it's a room service too. Okay. I think I'm just going to Muddy Water here. And I'm going to attempt to Pain Split here on the Torkoal. My opponent might just go for maybe a Solar Beam here. If not Solar Beam, just an Eruption. But that means we will definitely live with Tapu Fini here. Venusaur actually does protect though. Okay, that's fine with me. Yeah, there is the Eruption. Okay. Alright, Dust Cloud does go down, but that's fine. I think Dust Cloud did do this job already. Alright, Muddy Water does connect on the Torkoal, which is really, really good for us here. Nice, we did at least half. And that's in Sun too, holy. Okay, so I do want to go into Celesteela here. Now, I don't remember how many turns of Trick Room we have left. I do believe we might have 2. Let's see. We attacked the Moltres with... Or no, we attacked Moonblast and Brick Break. So that was turn 4. Then when Venusaur Energy Ball, that was turn 3. So then that was... And then this turn was turn 2. Alright, so we only have one more turn of Trick Room, actually. I think what we could do here, though, is actually go into the Incineroar here, actually. Yes, alright. Yeah, we do have one more turn, which is completely fine. I kind of want to Moonblast here. And I also want to fake out the Torkoal as well. Moonblast just kind of covers option. Yeah, it covers the option of the switch in over here on the Moltres. But if my opponent maybe... And Torkoal protects, which is actually really good for us. We faked out that slot anyways. The extra chip damage on the Torkoal does not really matter too much. I was just really... Yeah, I actually really wanted to get the knockout here on the Moltres. Well, actually, we're not going to get the knockout, but we are going to do a lot of damage. We do get the accuracy drop. I mean, the special attack drop, too. So we basically just neutralize with Berserk. Okay, so let's see. Terrain is over. Which is not too bad for us here. I think what I want to do is... I kind of want to protect the Tapu Fini. But if they go for a Nasty Plot, that would be pretty bad for us, I think. Actually, I'm just going to go for a Muddy Water. And I'm going to go for a Snarl as well. I don't think the Moltres would Dynamax, unless they are going to actually Dynamax the Moltres, maybe. They actually did Dynamax the Moltres. Okay, that's pretty interesting. I did not think they were going to Dynamax the Moltres here. Given how low it is as well. Yeah, it does go for the Tapu Fini. So I guess we could have just protected the Tapu Fini. Or even switched out into Celesteela here. nice. We do get the snarl off, which is really good. Not a lot of damage to the Moltres, but the special attack drop is going to be really good. They do reveal that they do have Earth power though. Yeah, it's not doing as much either, which is really good for us here. But I think I'm going to go into Celesteela. Oh, not think. It's the only Pokemon we have actually. And it's the shiny one too. Very nice. So we are going to Max Quake here on the Torkoal. And I think a Flare Blitz would actually be pretty good here on the Moltres. We should maybe get the double knockout here. I can see the Moltres maybe go for a Max Darkness or something on the Celesteela. Or maybe just another Airstream on the Incineroar. But we should be able to take our Airstream now after the special attack drop that we did with the Snarl. Alright, it's going to be the Max Darkness. More than likely in the Celesteela too. Nice, nice, nice. We take that so well. And we should be able to outspeed the Torkoal, of course. Alright, Moltres, it is going to go down. And we're going to get the Max Quake knockout on the Torkoal. Basically just neutralizing as well as the special defense drop. Nice, beautiful, beautiful. And that should be game. I don't think my opponent has anything to do with the Celesteela. If you kind of look at it as well, the only way my opponent actually had a chance to beat the Celesteela was maybe Dynamaxing kind of early, or maybe preserving their Moltres a little bit better too. I think their Moltres would have been pretty helpful against the Celesteela, just because they could just decrease the special defense all the time, or each turn. Yeah, and then we could just easily go for a Steel Spike here. And a Flare Blitz here. And that is going to be a good game to my opponent. Here, GG. Yeah, really nice, really nice. So, I think I'm only going to showcase only just 2 games here. There are 2 really good games as well, too. And again, we were actually able to showcase Celesteela, Dynamax, and Guzzlord, which that was actually my goal of for the video today. Let's double check where we're at in the rankings too. Lately, I've been not really too focused too much on my ranking, mostly because it is a new series, you know, new season. You know, I do want to test out like other different stuff. So, you know, even if it means maybe my rank might be a little bad, you know, it does not really matter to me. I think it's, you know, once you build a solid team, you know, you could always just keep going high anyways. But we are at 573, not bad, basically like 500. So yeah, one more time, I'm gonna show you guys the team here. You guys to stick around. Let me know what you guys think about the team as well too. And shout outs to I think his in-game name is Gilgamesh. Yeah, again, don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but yep, Gilgamesh. That's what I'm gonna say. But yeah, congrats to Gilgamesh. You know, being able to top 16, and there's a lot of good players too on that tournament too. And being able to top and with like such a pretty unique team as well, especially with the Guzzlord here too. I think it's definitely going to be a pretty solid Pokemon. I think maybe moving forward, depending how much Metagross we see in the format, and as well as Dracopult as well too. I do believe they did say in the team report that Dracopult might give the team a little bit of trouble, but at least with Tapu Fini with the Misty Terrain, it's not going to do too much to the Guzzlord. And Guzzlord, even though it does get affected by the Misty Terrain, not being able to do a lot of damage with Max Whirlwind, but it does have the option of Max Darkness to at least hit like Pokemon like the Dracopult as well. And then again, it's a very good Pokemon to handle Metagross, since it is one of the most popular Pokemon in the format right now. And then the team as well, they with the Celesteela, Glacier being another top 5 Pokemon in the format, and then being able to kind of handle it as well with the getting like max defense Steel Spikes. and then as well getting recovery with the leech seed. I do believe in the team report they did say when you're going to go up against that match is to throw off a few leech seeds first and then Dynamax as well. You should be able to take a couple of hits before you get knocked out, and then even if you do take a couple of hits, you're going to get back a lot of HP if you are able to set up leech seed on your opponent as well. So again, I am going to leave the team report in the description and the Pokepaste as well. I do recommend for you guys to give it read the team report. It's a really good team report as well. It kind of takes you a little bit step by step of what to lead, what to have in the back, and then what to do in the specific matchups as well. And as well, they do showcase the weaknesses of the team. And then again, yeah. So thank you so much again, guys, for watching. If you guys did enjoy, feel free to follow, like the video, comment down below as well if you guys are gonna try the Guzzlord team. And shout outs again to Gilgamesh for making the team public in the Victory Road website. And again, yeah, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.